When you hand a bride a bouquet and she has to hold it with two hands, and it's literally this kind of network of chaos, what does that communicate about your skill level? What is her experience like when she has to use all of her bicep muscles to hold this thing, right? So there is a better way. And over many years, I've been teaching this to florists. I mostly teach professionals now. And I focus on teaching professional floristry skills, like the European spiral technique. And sometimes people hem and haw, oh, I already do that, or that doesn't really work. But I want to encourage you that the spiral technique is can be as shallow as a puddle, where you can just make it very quickly in retail, and I'm going to demo some quick things for you to take home to your shops and studios. But I also have found that it's sort of an ocean of knowledge as well, that you can keep exploring the depths of how this technique works. You can make very interesting large spirals, you can make very asymmetrical structural bouquets, all with the spiral technique. So over the years, I've developed a process of teaching this to designers, and not to pat myself on the back because I think the technique is what is empowering, but I have heard from dozens and dozens and dozens of designers around the country who have told me that this transformed their business. And I think that's a shocking statement, right? We hear from accountants, we hear from, what's your ordering process? But what I think is compelling about that statement is that when we invest in understanding good technique, it can actually transform our business. We don't need to use so much greenery. We don't need to overstuff our designs. When we rely on good technique, we are operating more efficiently. Everybody in your shop or studio should know how to do this technique for Mother's Day, for weddings, for events. It's as simple as my 11-year-old can do it, and it's complicated enough that just this morning I was wrestling with one of these tricky bouquets that I was going to show you. So it can still be a very complex technique, but you can also use it to apply to every part of your business.